Jason's rig.
All right. Well, I'm Jason. I'm Hustle Nuts on Instagram, and this is my buggy that I built. It's got the drivetrain out of an '85 Toyota pickup truck. So I took that, sold the truck, and then built a chassis from the ground up. It took me 7 years. Don't make fun of me. It's done, and it looks good. Wanted to think outside the box for everything. Did 4-link front and rear, and I have basically the same size links so that they can be interchanged if I need to. I got 40-inch tires, just standard Toyota 8-inch axles. It's actually really small. If you see it next to another vehicle, it's pretty narrow and short. Got the standard Toyota stuff, dual cases, 529 gears. Nothing fancy in the drivetrain, I can't afford that. Got 16-inch ORI struts. This is probably the most expensive individual part on the buggy. Now I think they're $900 a piece or something like that. We got heated seats, heated Corbeau Baja seats, which is nice. They work out really well.
Just rocking the
4-point harnesses. Yep, mounted my battery low, did a little aluminum cover for it so that the passenger can get in and out without risking touching it. Made a little footstool for my girlfriend Danielle, short stuff, on Instagram. Follow her, say hi. Hi. So I did a twin stick kit just so that I could scoot the seats closer together, because they just move front and back instead of the J shape like the other style.
Gotcha.
Did a big shit handle right in the middle, really convenient for side hilling. You're not having to reach around the other person's seat. Everything's exposed, easy to get to, which is nice. Easy access to everything. It's one of the benefits of being able to build a buggy from scratch. Did a full hydraulic steering, double shear on the linkage at the axle, so those bolts won't break. Did a UHMW skid plate on the bottom of the axle so that rocks slide off. I also did it on the belly of the whole buggy. See that there? And it works. It slides right over things. Running the same 16-inch ORIs in the front, so this thing flexes very, very, very well, and it's very stable and it's a very cush ride.
Are these just toe points here, or is this?
Yeah, toe point, or it's made to receive a D-ring. It actually have the same ones in the back that have D-rings in them now.
Wasn't sure if you had like a removable stinger or something interesting like that.
No, that's one that I liked them, and so I designed the chassis around them, front and rear.
Gotcha.
So I use these ones in the rear to tie down. In the front, I just use a soft, an axle strap around the chassis.
Very cool. I'm seeing something hidden back here that I think is
pretty
my
drawer.
neat.
Yeah. Most people like my drawer.
Oh yeah.
So that thing comes out. Stores all my stuff.
Heck yeah.
And it goes back further. I have all fluids and everything.
Very cool. Very cool.
Kind of fun. People like this more than anything else.
Yeah, I bet.
I like your pull-out method.
Works so far. First light works, brake light works. There's a deck lamp that I turn on. So,
storage deck, obviously.
Yep.
Storage above.
Yep. Plenty of storage for camping stuff. Little rack on the top.
Discs all the way around. I see.
Sir.
Yeah. Very cool.
I had those discs back when it was a pickup truck. I had the truck for about 12 years before I turned it into this. So I've had these axles for many, many, many years.
What is the rear diff itself? Like, I mean,
it's
inside.
Toyota 8-inch, 529 gears. The rear is welded. The front a Detroit locker.
Okay. Have you been on the same welded carrier that whole time, or have you blown a few?
It was actually in the front. No, I've had it for 10 years probably.
Now, did you plate the spider gears, or just?
I just welded it.
Old school method. Yep. The 12-year ago method.
Yeah, seems to work just fine.
Awesome.
Seems to work just fine. I've done a couple of them. He's got one. That chirping, that's from me.
Oh yeah.
It works. So far, it works so good. Haven't broken anything. So
stays cool on the trail. You see this radiator in the back here.
Yeah. That's fun.
I'm gonna say size-wise, it's probably twice, maybe 3 times as thick as the Toyota standard.
It's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
I
Very
also
cool.
put aluminum coolant lines on that side, and that's what it runs through, and so it cools down even more.
And it's anti-rust because it's aluminum, right?
Yep.
That's a smart move. And then your standard like AutoZone flexi hose if they blow up or whatever on the trail. You got some cool, these little Gates clamps.
Yeah, so these are just the heat shrink clamps. Seem to work great though.
Yeah, those
Just
are really
heat
cool.
them up and they shrink real tight.
Keep any spares in the trunk? And slide out?
Of those?
Yeah.
No.
Just some hose clamps.
Yeah. I have small pieces of aluminum in here, and that's what it's clamping against. So if any of these were to replace, I have hose clamps. I just don't carry a heat gun on me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you need a heat gun to do that. I have so this is kind of a trick. Most people say, why do you have 3? So one's for the clutch, one's for the front brake, and one's for the rear brake.
It's race car stuff right there.
Right? And I have the line lock. It's my e-brake set up to the rear discs. So that works out really well.
Now is that just for holding you in place, or what would that be used for mostly?
Yeah, if the engine's running and I just want it to sit there, I wouldn't use it if I'm pulling anybody. It's not strong enough. But if for whatever reason the engine's running, right now it's in gear. That's the strongest way to do it. But if the engine's running and I want to look at something, I can just do that.
So it's kind of your e-brake, right?
Yeah, just to keep it from rolling around on the driveway or whatever.
Yeah. Makes sense.
You got Curious George hanging out.
Yeah. Keeps you safe. Random question.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone even does this, but do you wear helmets in this thing when you're wheeling it?
No, I don't. My head's actually pretty far from it, and when I'm in it, strapped in, I can't pull myself up to hit any.
Okay.
So I could flip my head around to hit that, but
yeah. I'm just always curious about that because I know, like, I mean, I see a lot of people without seatbelts on the trail.
Yeah. So I always wear always wear the harness.
Cool.
So.
Right on. Thanks for showing us.
Yep.
Appreciate it.